Sometimes people don't understand that this crisis is completely different from the old crisis, because the euro crisis, there was a need to correct wrong developments. That's why financial assistance, mainly from the ESM but also from other sources, had to come with conditions. That was the nature of the crisis at the time. Countries had lost market access. This time, this crisis is different. It's not the result of wrong policies, so there are no conditions attached to the financial assistance, and that's very much part of the package agreed in May.
But there is conditions in how the money is dispersed. So it's just another way of saying you have to be very responsible with this money, otherwise there'll be no future money, isn't it?
The money needs to be spent on healthcare expenditures, so it's earmarked. But it's not the kind of conditionality we saw 10 or 8 years ago, for good reasons, because it's a different type of crisis. So the ESM has adapted to this type of crisis. No conditionality, money is earmarked, that's correct. And importantly, there was a decision in May that not only the ESM money, but also the SURE program of the Commission, the EIB assistance, will mainly go to those countries that are most affected by the crisis. So real solidarity here.
But let me go back to the point I'm making is there should be some form of conditionality when you receive money from any source as well. There is from my mortgage, I know that as well. So do you think that actually countries will be getting off too lightly? The money will be dispersed, and how they spend it, will the monitoring be aggressive enough? Will it be in enough detail?
No, as I said, there's no conditionality. The money is earmarked for health expenditures. That will be monitored.
But that worries. Surely that must worry anyone who's responsible financially at institutional level. The money could be squandered.
No, this is in response to a different type of crisis. I think looking ahead for the next 3-4 years, once the money comes on stream from the EU budget, there will be much more linked to economic reform programs. And I think that's wise, because over time countries need to bring up productivity and try everything to increase potential growth. But as a first step, what was agreed in May by the finance ministers, including the ESM, there are no reform conditions, there's only earmarking for health expenditures. And therefore also in the markets there's no stigma attached to this. There's sometimes the wrong perception here, I think, because markets, and I hear that from market participants frequently, say it's good if a country uses this money because it comes for free. So it reduces the debt servicing cost of each country.
Mr. Regling, I've known you for many years. You are nothing if not a realist. You must know that some of this money may be used in the wrong way. It's there to support economies fighting coronavirus and to rebuild their economies, but there is a chance that it will be misdirected. Even you must see that, sir.
We will monitor that it's used for healthcare, and that's all.
Final question, sir. Again, just going back to where we started. What role for the ESM going forward? Is it just there if we get a different kind of crisis?
The ESM is a permanent institution of the euro area. We played a certain role, and I think it was a useful role 8 years ago when we helped 5 countries. And on that occasion, there were tough conditions for a good reason. And until the coronavirus hit us, these 5 countries had a better economic performance than all the others. So it worked. Now we have a different type of crisis. That's why we adapted our facilities, no conditions. I don't know what the future brings, hopefully fewer crises, but you never know.